We're back now with my other guest, Dave Lybbert, also known by many people in the community as Sensei Dave Lybbert. He is a karate teacher at the Walla Walla Karate Center, something I do, so I'm so excited for this interview. So we're going to jump right in because we don't have a lot of time. So, Sensei Dave,
yes.
How did you initially get involved with karate?
Well, since I was a young lad, about 6 years old, I've always been excited about karate, and I looked for it as a youth, but there was no karate in my town. But when my brother started going to college in Yakima, he met my eventual teacher, Morse Mack. And so he introduced me to Morse Mack, and then I got started in karate about age 14, 15.
14, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
14
really
to 15
young.
years old. Yeah, it's been a lifetime.
Yeah.
And that first day I looked at him, I said I'd never quit. And so it's been something I've been diligent on.
Really?
Yes.
So what makes karate different from other forms of martial arts?
Well, there's really not a lot of difference other than maybe origin of country.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, basically it. And the demands of the practitioner. Whereas the Okinawans, which we do Okinawan karate, they were battling samurai who had armor.
Yeah.
And so rather than doing circular punches, they do linear strikes so they could penetrate the armor of the Japanese samurai.
I mean, it makes sense.
And whereas the Chinese had a little different need. And so basically the need of the people in that area dictated how they manipulated karate.
I love that, honestly. Like, it's so practical, which is why it makes such a great form of, like, exercise.
Yes.
Yeah. How often would you say you are in the dojo? Like, weekly? Because I know you're there a lot.
7 to 8 hours a day. 7 to 8 hours a day,
Seriously?
yes.
And he's warming up every class. Like,
Yes.
the warm-up after one class, and I'm like, whew. And that's his sixth warm-up of the day.
It's a full day.
It's definitely a full day.
I go home and I'm really tired.
But I mean, you must love doing it. You've been doing it for how many years now?
45, 46 years.
Really? Yeah. And how long have you been teaching?
About 36 years.
36 years?
Yes. 22 in Walla Walla.
Okay. Yeah?
Since 92. Maybe that's more than 22 years now.
We don't do math on the show. We just
Maybe that's 27 years.
we just say numbers and hope nobody checks our math.
Since 92 in Walla Walla.
That's amazing.
Yes.
Would you have like a rough estimate of how many students you've taught over the years?
It's thousands. It really is thousands. I taught in Ellensburg when I was going to university there for 7 years. Then I taught in Lewiston when I was teaching high school there. And then, so everywhere I've gone, I've taught. So
you taught when you were in like college?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I needed to make money because I had a wife and children. And so I opened a karate club, and that started out with 3 students and it grew to like 90 students.
Yeah.
And then the university hired me to teach karate for them.
That's so fun.
And so karate literally paid for my university training.
Paid for your education, and now you're educating people.
Yes.
Full circle.
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah. It's been a fun life. It really has.
And I know you've told me before that like the process to starting your own dojo, you had to like go through this long process. Can you tell me about that?
Well, my teacher always said you had to have a college degree to teach karate. And so you had to be a secondary black belt as well. And so it took a diligence. I trained every morning at 6 a.m. at my teacher's dojo for private lessons. Then I trained 4 hours in the evening. And then when I got my black belt, I then would go down and train with him with his beginners. And then I'd watch how he taught classes. And as I got my degree and things went forward.
Yeah.
But when I opened in Walla Walla, I literally knocked on doors for several months.
Did you really?
Yes, I came and knocked on doors and said, I'm Dave Lybbert. I'm a professional karate teacher. Would you like to come join my school? And after I had over 50 to 60 people interested, then I took out a lease. And that's how I opened my karate school here in Walla Walla.
Goodness gracious. And I know you have like 3rd or 4th generation students, right?
Yes, I'm teaching grandchildren of my first students now.
I think that is so amazing.
It's really strange.
You see them coming in and out of the dojo.
Like, just like your grandmother.
Your grandmother had the same problem with her.
Exactly it. She couldn't kick either.
Honestly, So you went, you knocked on doors, and you started the dojo, and I mean, you're still here.
Yes.
Yes, and you've trained so many people.
Yes.
What is your favorite part about karate? Like, what keeps you coming back to it?
The love that you share with your students, and they share with you, and the interaction to see them succeed where they once couldn't.
Yeah.
Students that used to be shy that can now not shy. I had a lady that couldn't speak to people, and then she opened up her own business after she trained with me.
Really?
Had a nurse that didn't know her left from her right. And that was crazy because it's like, you're going to kill me with this. This is your left hand, this is your right hand.
Yeah.
But as soon as she figured it out, then it took like 6 months.
No kidding.
And then she quit karate because she knew her left from her right.
Goodness. Yeah.
One lady started and she couldn't walk very well. And so I worked with her on walking.
Wow.
And then she could get a job after that. Her first job, delivering newspapers.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and so that was a big accomplishment.
Yeah. Well, what are the different aspects that go into karate? Because I know, like, I do,
Well, there's basically
sparring
a class is developed into 3 parts. You have to have fitness, then you have to have self-defense, and then you have kata. And kata and self-defense kind of mix into your sparring, your kumite.
And what is kata exactly?
Kata is the dances that we do. And that's the secret of karate, is the kata, because it teaches you internal strength, internal peace, and how to bring out the strength out your fist and out your mind and out your voice. And so kata is the one that develops the character of the person.
Yeah.
And brings out the beauty of the art.
That's beautiful. I mean, you're so poetic. Like,
English degree.
I know. You have an English degree, so it makes sense. What's your favorite part about being a sensei? Like, especially to the kids. 'Cause I know there's a lot of kids.
Well, you know, to see their strengths where they don't see them.
Aw, yeah.
And then to direct them to accomplishment. That's key. And then also just to tamper them down where maybe they're obnoxious, and then to bring them down to where they're more coherent with each other and with their parents.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
That's lovely.
That's a hard thing.
So if somebody in the community wanted to join the dojo or to see what it was like, how would they go about that?
Well, just Karate Center is 509-386-0520. And we're located right on Alder Street across from the Goodwill store in Maple Counter. And the public library is my neighbor.
Yes.
Just come on in.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thank you. I love karate. It is the highlight of my life. And Sensei Dave is such a gem of a person. So you guys should come down, check it out. Thank you, Sensei Dave, for being a guest on my show. I've been looking forward to this for so long.
Thank you. You're welcome.
And thank you guys for joining. We're going to have a short game after this, so come back. Thanks for joining us back for our last game of the episode. We're going to play a game, a favorite. It's called Fill in the Blank. So in this box, we're going to have a sentence with a blank answer, and you guys, or whoever is not reading, has to try to put themselves in the shoes of the reader and write down what they think they would say. So I'll go first, and if you guys have any questions, like, you guys can talk between each other. see if you can relate to each other.
Is that collusion?
Collusion.
Okay, here's my blank. Yeah. So it says, I went camping in the mountains when a blank showed up at my campsite. So you guys just write what the blank would be. Okay. You don't get to see it.
Do we need to make it big enough so that they can see it?
I mean, that's preferable, but do what you can. Do the best of your abilities, Derek. Okay, are you ready?
I do.
Ready? Let's go. Okay, what do y'all say? Park ranger, bear, bobcat. Okay, well, I mean, bear, bobcat, those, but that's valid too. Like, I'm a rule breaker. No, not really. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, you went first last game, so you get to go first this game. That's how it works. We're all about fairness here.
I thought I saw a blank in the sky last night, but no one believed me.
Ooh, okay. What do I think you would say? Okay, based on the fact that you guys are already done, I don't think I have it. Okay, ready? Whoa! What did you say? UFO. Hey! Okay, I count this as a win. Alien spaceship, that is a UFO.
It's clearly a UFO.
Yeah, it's obvious.
I'm the host here, Derek.
Oh, right.
I make the rules, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys just deal with me. I love how you tolerate me.
All
right, go ahead.
Okay. I took a bite of a blank that I just baked and realized I forgot to add.
Ooh, okay. Let's see, what would Sensei Dave
Do you bake?
Baked,
yes.
right? So I gotta write down my answer too, right?
Yes. Okay. So what would you say? Okay. Okay, I got it. He's taking more time to think about his answer than we are. Okay, what did you say?
I said bread.
You forgot the second blank. What did he leave out?
Oh.
Apparently he left nothing out.
Flour.
That's good. I said cinnamon rolls.
Oh, nice.
I left out the cinnamon.
Okay. Do you bake cinnamon rolls?
No.
Okay.
Do you bake bread?
Nope.
Do you bake cookies?
Yeah, once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
What the? Hey!
We'll give
I
it
love
to you,
cinnamon
Mary.
rolls.
He just
though.
didn't want me to win. That's what happened. All right.
Cinnamon rolls are delicious.
I know. Well, that is unfortunately all the time we have for this
it's
game.
having fun.
I know. And thank you guys so much for being my guests this week. I mean, you guys have been a hoot and a half. So thanks
Just
for
a
being
half?
here.
Hoot
A
and a
hoot and
half.
3/4. We'll say that. All right. Thank you guys for joining. Join us next time. We're going to have a whole nother episode for you guys to enjoy.